Well, this is, unintentionally... Actually, yeah, this is... Okay, alright, Okay, aside from getting interrupted, hello there, everybody, I am Saban928, and welcome to... Chaos Head Noah. If you were God and your delusions could become reality, what delusions would you wish for? A sensual world, a despotic society, destructive sanctions, or... Okay, let's just, right off the bat, before I get interrupted again, I can't read any of this! I could have sworn, did I not do it right? I figured it out. I forgot to set it to English whenever I went to start the fucking thing. I'm so stupid. Okay. Alright. Okay, first off, that just tells me 9 endings. Okay, coolio. Nice to know. Thank you very much for that. So, hello there, buddy. I'm Saban928, officially. Welcome to Chaos Head Noah. It has been a very long time since I've actually covered a visual novel. So, yeah, keep that off. We're keeping this off. We are not doing that. It is kind of weird. I was told that I had to install some weird DLC to get this overhaul patch, which I have to give a big thank you to, I believe, let me just, I want to make sure that I give people the correct credit here for the patch in general. Sorry, it's, thanks to Time Access, thank you very much for the, what's called the Committee of Zero patch. Which is an overhaul patch. Because apparently even the Steam version is still kind of poorly translated, so of course we have to leave it up to the fans to fix things. Now, it has been a long time coming for me to finally cover Chaos Head. It has been a very long time in general since I've actually sat through and played a visual novel. And figured, you know what, this is a good time as any for me to finally get back into the whole practice of doing this. I'll admit, I miss it. I legitimately miss I miss being able to cover these games. So, what do I know about Chaos Head? Not much anything, actually. What the hell is this horror music? I was warned that apparently there was going to be some pretty heavy stuff in this game, but... Wait, there's an actual control scheme for my hand. Really? Oh my god, it's got... Oh! Are you telling me I can actually sit back and relax playing a goddamn game? A visual novel of all things? It's actually got control... Okay, cool. Alright, I should probably get out of that. Alright. Apparently there's gonna be some pretty tough stuff in here, so... Let's get started. I'll admit I've been looking forward to covering a visual novel. It's been a long time.
視線が空から降ってくる。その瞳はいつも僕を見つめていて、眼差しは熱くて真っ黒な雨雲を突き抜けて、雨のように僕へと降り注ぐ。僕を見るな。雨の冷たさより背中を預けている瓦礫の冷たさのせいで、さっきから体の震えが止まらない。ひどく寒い。突き刺さってくる誰のものかもわからない天からの視線。それから逃げるように僕はわずかに首を持ち上げて周囲を見回す。そこにあるのは崩壊した町。そこにあるのは絶望。そこにあるのは死。そこにあるのは無。
Okay.
誰もいない。誰も動いていない。誰も 生きていない。聞こえるのはただ降り続ける雨の音だけ。
Okay.
このまま全てを、生きているものも死んでいるものも全てを優しく包み込んで洗い流してしまうんだろうか。
Maybe?
全部の出来事が単なる妄想だったらよかったんだけど、どうやらそうでもないらしい。
A delusion.
体が
Oh
動
fuck,
か
am
な
I
い。
dead?
動かせるのは
No, I'm
かろうじて
I'm
首と
paralyzed.
瞳だけ。体が震えているけど、そんなのただの生理現象でしかない。僕の意志じゃない。僕は身を震わせたいなんて思ってない。
already liking
僕
the
の
art
自由になら
presentation,
ない
by
な
the
ら
way.
こんなの僕の体じゃない。あるいは生まれた時から僕は自由なんかじゃなかったかもしれない。心の保管してある場所なんて誰にもわからないんだ。それなのに、一体誰がこの体の中に僕の心があるって言い切れるんだ。でも、だったら僕はどこにいたんだろう。僕はここにいるのかな。僕はどこにもいないのかな。すべてが静止している壊れてしまった世界に、ふと死の雨以外の音が響く。
Hello?
無の中から浮かび上がってくるたった一つの湯。君は誰？その肌が青白く見えるのは雨の冷たさに凍えているから、それとも君がもう死んでいるから。でも、彼女は震えていなかった。そして前髪で隠れそうになっているその瞳は、
Ah, pink-haired protagonist?
奥を見るな。ひどく悲しそうにも見える。狂気じみているようにも見える。何も映していないようにも見える。もしも世界には僕と彼女の二人だけしかいなくて、こうしてお互いだけを永遠に見つめ合っていたら、僕の世界は彼女の瞳に映るものだけになるのかな。彼女の世界は僕の瞳に映るものだけになるのかな。彼女の瞳に映るものは僕、僕の瞳に映るものは彼女。そう考えると世界は途端に矮小化する。
Well, oh, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. It's
不意
kind of
に僕の耳に届くとても綺麗なノイズ。
Is this auto
彼
scroll?
女はうなだれて両手を左右に広げる。まるであの雨雲の上へ向けて飛び立とうとするかのように、あるいはこの雨すべてを受け止めようとするかのように。
I'm trying to wrap my
あなたを見つめ
pardon?
そう
うなだれた彼女の表情は僕の位置からも伺い知ることができない。
Oh!
雨の薄膜の向こうで 君はどんな顔をしている？
殺してあげる。
Wait, what? I just started!
もし乱舞する光の羽は僕を祝福しているのか、それとも、ああ、そうか、理解したよ。それで僕を殺してくれるんだね。ゆっくりと倒れている僕の前に彼女が膝をつく。いまだに彼女はうなだれたまま僕の頭をそっと抱えてくる。僕を見てくれないことに僕はほっとしてただ身を委ねた。耳元でささやき、綺麗なノイズ。でもよく聞こえない。
Ma'am, I literally just met you.
暖かくて柔らかくて優しくて甘美な感触。それは麻酔のようで、不思議なことに体の震えがゆっくりと収まっていく。彼女のかすかな鼻息が僕の頬をくすぐる。とても甘い匂い。ふと胸に圧迫感を覚えた。彼女の持っていた大きな剣が僕の胸の皮膚を裂き、肉をえぐり、骨の間を縫い、ゆっくりと体の中に沈み込んできている。でも彼女のキスという麻酔にかけられてもう痛みを感じない。こんなにも優しく殺してくれるから不意に切なくなって涙があふれそうになって、それをごまかすために彼女の頭越しに雨を落とし続けている鈍色の空を見上げた。空が滲んでいるのは雨のせい、涙のせい。もうあの視線も感じない。もう何もない。薄れゆく意識の中で僕は空へと手を伸ばす。誰か教えて。僕たちのあの空はどこへ行ったんだろう。
What the hell? Okay. Finish the prologue. That was the prologue? Chapter 1, Eyes and Eyes. Okay, fair enough. I'm lost, confused, but I'm pretty sure the story. I couldn't see the gaze. I couldn't see it, even though it was watching me. It was strange. For as long as I could remember, I sometimes felt like I was being watched by some mysterious gaze. But whenever I turned to look, there was never anyone there. Still, I was convinced that someone was watching me. I could tell by the chills that ran down my neck. Was I just being too self-conscious? Or did I just have a fear of being watched? Way back in elementary school, I thought of it differently. That gaze is God watching over me. And I genuinely believed it, too. I'd even written an essay about it back then. In retrospect, I must have just had a bad case of chunibuyu. But now, it hurt just thinking about it. If anyone were to read it now, I'd probably shut myself away from society for the rest of my life. I could still remember the title of that essay. Whose Eyes Are Those Eyes? By Nishijo Takumi. Oh, whoa! Okay, 3D background hill? Hello? Wait, can I pause this? First things first. My chair groaned hoarsely as I leaned back. Whoa, whoa, that's a wicked title. Okay, that's wicked. Oh boy, my favorite. Chunibuya. Actually, the real question is, should I save these for after I leave a recording session, or I could probably just read, you know what, fuck it, I'll do it in the midst of it. It'll break things up, but fuck it. You know what? People just, comments, just kind of like, I'm debating like whether I should just go ahead and read these, but if it's like an actual term, I don't know the real thing, whatever. Literally 8th grade syndrome, a term referring to a mindset exhibited primarily by adolescent males, also used as a derogatory term to refer to older people who still exhibit this mindset, characterized by an affected attitude of nihilism or cynicism, antisocial behavior, fantastical delusions, and or consuming fear of being treated as a child. The person exhibiting these symptoms believes that they are cool, but most adults will find it comical. Chunibyo, I think that's how it's pronounced, which is often abbreviated as chuni, also refers to the fictional tropes that teenage males tend to enjoy, such as ancient conspiracies, superpowers, especially powers sealed in a character's eye or arm, Norse mythology, battles for the fate of the multiverse, etc. The consummate chunibuyo case will work such elements into their own personal backstory. Ah, well, thank God I don't have any delusions like that, I think. Do I? I don't know.
僕を見るな。
What the hell is that freaking poster? Who the hell? I legitimately have no room to talk. I have a freaking wall scroll of Beatrice from Umineko. I muttered that toward the gloomy ceiling, irritated. Naturally, there was no response. This was my room. I lived here alone. Aside from me, of course, there wasn't a single person here. I tried turning around. Oh my god, I collect I collect figurines. Oh, I got the. I have nothing against people that actually collect figurines. It's just not my personal. I just don't do that. The most figurines you'll ever see from me is my collection of Bionicles, and that's just for shit that I like to build, you know? Also, my god, man, what is wrong with... We need to clean up your... fix up your room. Wait, hold up. Wait a minute. This ain't a normal bedroom. Am I living in, like, some sort of... Why do I look like I'm living in a shipping container? Whatever. My room was dim and cluttered, with various belongings stacked all the way to the ceiling. Oh my god, clean up your desk! There's a bunch of potato chips over there. My dude, clean! The only source of light in the room was the desk lamp near my PC, where I was currently playing everybody's favorite game, Diablo Life. Dark Souls is not allowed, so we're playing Diablo Life. Wait, Devil Life. There we go, that's better. Dim Life. There we go. Dark Souls, Dim Life. There we go. Unless we're playing Old Donut. I don't know. I don't know. The only source, yeah. There weren't any windows, so the darkness should come as no surprise. And since you couldn't see outside, you couldn't even tell whether it was night or day. Oh my god. I started speaking into the dark corners of my room.
僕の名前は西條匠、17歳。水明学園2年。と言っても学校にはほとんど行ってないけど。
Are you a what's the phrase? Hikikomori? I think that's the word I'm looking for.
まあそれでも勉強はできる方だよ。
Oh! Homeschooled.
定期テストはちゃんと受けてる。しかもそれなりに上位の点数を取ってるからね。頭はいいんだ。
It wasn't like talking to myself would accomplish anything. It wasn't like anyone was going to show up out of nowhere. Alright, we're going to fix something, because I think the text is going a little bit too slow. Let's just kind of speed that up a little bit. There we go. The darkness just kept on sitting there, and being darkness. Still, darkness was delusion fuel. After all, the unseen might as well be the unknown. In the darkness, even if you knew it was impossible, you couldn't help but wonder if something might be there, lurking in the shadows. Damn it, this wasn't helping. I was only making my own creepy delusions worse. Why did I do this to myself? To get off the topic, I decided to keep monologuing. To be fair, I monologue sometimes whenever I'm driving my car to go like a grocery store or some shit like that, so I can kind of relate to that.
僕は現在アウェイじゃなかった。渋谷で一人暮らしをしてる。
Deep in enemy territory, translating to I'm living in Shibuya.
この紅会館ビルは父さんの経営するビル会社の管理下にあるんだけど。
Kurenai Conference Hall. So your dad... Okay. So you're decently well off, I'm assuming?
その屋上に設置されたコンテナハウスを格安で借りてるんだ。
Oh my god, it is literally living in a ship Wait, why? Is it because it's cheap?
街の環境は最悪。僕が住んでる新船町は小さな坂が多いから疲れるし、すぐ近くにラブホ街もあるし。
Well, that's one area we're gonna have to avoid. Hey, Shibuya 10-7.
ここが秋葉なら最高だったのに。
Akiba? This is a fast...
渋谷ってひどい街だ。円数で言うとディーンズバレーくらいひどい。
This is legitimately fascinating, though, the way this looks. How it's like a 3D environment for a visual novel. It's not. It's interesting. Also, I'm now paying attention to your desktop. I am seeing... Shit, I can't read. New tip, MMORPG. ESO was the name of an MMORPG. That was basically my life. Okay, let's see your character name. Neidhart. Profession, Paladin. Race, human, male. Level 50. EXP, 1,209,483,294. Money, 10,062,978. Yeah. Its full title was Empire Sweeper Online. We already know what an MMO is. Short for Massive Multiplayer Online Role-Playing Game. A role-playing game in which an unspecified number of players connect to a game world established in an online server and play simultaneously. I dive into Baselard. That's the world of ESO. Pretty much every day at this point. Sacrificing sleep in the process, of course. Dennis Valley was a region in ESO that was full of annoying mobs. They hit super hard, and yet they couldn't even be bothered to drop any decent loot. Only idiots went there to grind. Every vet worth his shit would go to the Forest of Lead instead. It was a much better place to grind, and it was right nearby. Of course, that was where I went.
というわけでドキュンと恋愛資本主義者が集まるこんな街は即刻滅ぶべきだね。
Full of DQNs and egotistical douchebags looking for an easy lay. Oh my god, none of this series is getting monetized. I'm gonna try, but holy shit. Pronounced Dokyun. Used to refer to people who are stupid, antisocial, or delinquents. Okay.
でもこの部屋の住み心地はまあまあ我慢できるレベル。PC とネット環境は最高水準クラスが揃ってるからね。
Yeah, you're definitely antisocial, my dude.
まあ学生にしては上等の基地じゃないかな。あ、だから僕はこの部屋のことをベースって呼んでる。
As always, there wasn't a single living creature in here except me. Realizing how ridiculous I sounded talking to myself like this, I decided to stop introducing myself to whoever was watching me. That's right, I see you, Sabata.
それにしても汚い部屋だな。
Clean it up! The whole room reeked of rot. I could feel the stagnating air crawling on my skin. Empty soda bottles and boxed lunches from the convenience store were scattered all over the floor. Also, my bed was covered in piles and piles of eruge. Thanks to that, I always slept on the couch instead. Alright. This is long. Here we go. 18-plus video games that have been popular ever since the late 1980s, featured mainly on PC. While they may be referred to as video games, the gameplay primarily consists of reading text. This text is often accompanied by character sprites, backgrounds, as well as special illustrations known as CGs, aka computer graphics. The genre involves the player growing closer to the main heroines and experiencing sexual events with them over the course of the story. These events occasionally include subjects such as coercion or even... Despite the adult content of the source material, several anime have been made based on these games, many of which have established a cult following.
片付けろよな。誰だよ散らかしっぱなしにしたのは。って僕か。
You scare me. You legitimately scare me. Fed up with my own creepy laugh, I took out my frustration on a plastic bottle lying by my foot. The bottle ricocheted off the wall and flew straight toward my shelf of perfectly organized figures. With a shriek, I leapt out of my chair to catch it. I never let anyone lay a finger on any of my 100-ish waifus, daughters, and older sisters. These girls were my darlings. Look at them through my... Oh my god, I am a... I am in trouble. I made sure to tidy up their shelf once a week. It was the only place in the room I ever cleaned. Oh my god, man, have some self-respect! I was always looking for the best way to display their cuteness. I would constantly rotate and reposition them, trying to create the ultimate layout. Naturally, if I let them get dusty, then the whole thing would be ruined, so I always made sure to clean them regularly. This does not feel... My god, man. Breathing a sigh of relief, I tossed the bottle aside and turned back to my PC. I kept my beloved PC enshrined at the back end of my room. What the? Next to my monitor was Seidratan, 1/8 scale pre-awakening version, a figure from my current favorite anime, Bloodtoon the Animation. Jesus, alright. No, wait, I got 2 tips here. Seira Orgel. Fictional, the lead heroine of the anime Bloodtoon the Animation. Her signature catchphrase is, "Ya big dumb..." That's not a catchphrase. Seira is what one might call a tsundere childhood friend type character. She's 17 years old and a second-year student at Meteor Academy. She can transform into a magical girl using the power of Star, and she is accompanied by her mysterious familiar called something. I feel like it started off strong and then it just started getting like they just gave up mid-description. As is typical of a magical girl, she wields a magical staff she calls Samurai Star Condenser. Or just Samurai Condenser. Despite it being referred to as a staff, its appearance is far too brutal for it to be truly considered such. In reality, it is very clearly a giant metal rod. Why does this remind me of that one... what was it? A zombie anime where like the magical girl used a fucking chainsaw? I vaguely remember that. Sarah will also use her staff for physical attacks on occasion for, or to put it bluntly, she beats her enemies to a bloody pulp with it. Bloodtoon was originally a manga, but it recently received an anime adaptation. The anime is currently airing with a total of 26 episodes planned. Honorifics, Japanese. We're just going to go past that. Japanese employs a system of name suffixes that define the speaker's relationship to the addressee. The common honorifics are as follow. San, the most common honorific, used with strangers, people of equal status, and in general whenever one needs to be polite. When used after the given name, Takumi-san, it indicates a closer relationship. Kun, an informal name suffix generally used for male friends or male subordinates, also used by males toward female subordinates in professional environments. Chan, a diminutive suffix that indicates high affection, usually used for small children, young girls, or between close female friends. Tan, an even more diminutive version of the chan suffix, most often used for fictional characters, especially anthropomorphizations for added cuteness. Chin, yet another diminutive version of the chan suffix, most often used by young girls. It is a more cutesy way to refer to friends. I think that's the first time I've heard of chin. The funny thing, I only know about Tan because of friggin' Junpei calling Yukari Yukutan. Huh. Well, I just learned something new. She sat there striking a moe pose and smiling at me. She's literally just standing there. Pronounced moe. In otaku culture, it refers to feelings of affection, adoration, or excitement toward characters, typically female, in manga, anime, video games, and other media. Also used to describe particular character traits, including flaws, like glasses, clumsiness, or ditziness. The term is often used interchangeably with the word cute, or even as a verb, e.g., I moe'd over her for like an hour. Also used to refer to the culture of entertainment centered around things that are moe. Such as media has become so popular the term has entered the lexicon of otaku not only in Japan, but across the world. Yeah, I'm starting to think that maybe it would be better if I started reading these tips, probably like after an episode, maybe.
Seira, kawaii yo, Seira.
You're weird. You're very weird. Staring longingly into Seiratan's eyes, I grabbed a nearby bottle of cola and took a sip. It was lukewarm, but I didn't care.
Sateto, ensuranai to.
I sat back down and plopped my hands onto the keyboard. Just assuming that position made me feel relaxed. I don't know how the fuck you're able to do that. My god, it drives me... I fuck up my wrists if I try doing that. I'm glad I got a controller. I can finally relax whenever I'm covering one of these. My character in ESO, Neidhart, was a paladin. I'd already leveled him up to the max and reset twice. Right now, he was back to the max level, 50. That was the highest rank you could reach on official servers. ESO players far and wide knew me as Lightning Fast Neidhart. They treated me like a god. I already had all the rare weapons, armor, and magic. I still only had 95% of the total rare items, but whatever. It was still a work in progress. I had so much gold that I didn't even know what to do with it. Well, aside from RMT, real money trading, which I made a living off of. Even if I stopped grinding right now, I'd still have enough to keep living like this for half a year. Pardon? The act of exchanging fictional items that appear in MMOs and other online games for real currency. This is only possible in games that contain a system that allows for the exchange of items. There are many common issues present in the RMT community, especially fraud, so the practice has its pros and cons. A Holy Knight. One of the classes a player can choose an ESO. It is characterized by its high defense, ability to use recovery magic despite being a warrior class, and its high resistance to the darkness attribute. However, players cannot change this class unless they fulfill very specific requirements. It is said to be currently the strongest class in ASO. Right. Aside from just ESO stuff, I was particularly adept at chatting online. It was the only source of social interaction I ever got, after all. I gave advice on the huge anonymous forum @channel. I posted in epic threads too, of course. Oh yeah, I also had over 100 friends on FreePara, a social network I used. Polparpara? Respect, trust. I had it all right there. I wouldn't say respect, but wait till they see your room. I didn't go to school. It wasn't so much that I didn't want to, and more that I had no reason to. I could study anything online. School's completely useless when you get everything done from home. Well, I did need to attend every once in a while, or else I wouldn't earn enough credits to graduate. That was why I went to school as little as I possibly could. That was the smartest way for a student to live. Do not take advice from this person. My parents always nagged me about it, though. To make things easier, I'd invented the minimum attendance chart. Jeez, my dude. Holy crap. Only like 2 or 3 days of school a week? Oh my god. According to the chart, I only needed to attend 2 to 3 times a week. The other students would always make fun of me for being an otaku freak, but as far as I was concerned, they were the stupid ones for going to school every day. Maybe try thinking for yourself for once? Dipshits. All in all, my life here really isn't all that bad. Oh, whoops. I've been so busy thinking about the gays, I forgot I was in the middle of chatting with Grim. Grim? You okay? You're not replying. You AFK? You away from keyboard or something? Yo, Neidhart! Grim was the handle of one of my ESO friends. I was talking to him all the time online, though I'd never met him IRL. He had a keen eye for useful information, so I could generally rely on him to keep me in the loop. I sat back down and started typing up a response. Lol? Might be. Nah, I didn't fall asleep. I just zoned out for a sec. Guess you must be really tired. Do you not get enough sleep? Or do you just stay up late doing the dirty with your girlfriend? Up all night, every night. Oh, come on. You know I'm not into 3D rough. Boy, is it ruffle. Yeah, who the hell? I cringe type every now and then. The two of us chatted about all sorts of things. And since it was all anonymous, I was comfortable with talking about pretty much anything. The joys and dangers of the internet. I'd never act like this IRL, obviously. Oh, right, like 2D. And by 2D, you mean... Eroge? What is up with you and lewd shit? Man, you're the guy's porny delusions all the time. You literally were just going on and on about girls in school swimsuits, remember? Jesus Christ. I don't feel I was? I definitely don't remember that. Anyway. If that's what we're talking about, then here's my take on it. Oh my god. School swimsuit plus glasses equals perfection. What the? Hold up. Oh, it's already started. It's already started. And of course, the first choice is going to be something freaking pervy. That's always the negative side whenever it comes to me trying to branch out, do different visual novels. It always usually comes back to, oh, great, the main character is a pervert. Fantastic. All right. Oh crap, that's right. Fuck. There's another thing I gotta worry about. Because before I even go any further, there was a thing that I was tempted to look at. Apparently, there is a non-spoiler guide for like getting all of the endings, but now I'm just kind of sitting here like wondering, should I actually go forward like with a guide, or should I just go with my gut for right now? That's the thing I'm like kind of curious about. I can't end the video here because it'd just be too abrupt. So I'll be right back. Never got a response. We're gonna keep going. And the thing is, I don't even know what the hell I'm saying yes and what I'm saying no to. Do I prefer having swimsuits on, or do I don't want to say I have, like, this feels weird. Oh my god, I just noticed the scrolling text in the background. What the fuck? I'll put you, whoa, hold on. I'll put you to rest now. What the hell is up with that? Why is that yellow? What the fuck? There. Default. It's not a real school swimsuit unless there's a name tag on the chest. Hold on. What? Computing and software terminology means initial state, also used in general conversation to mean the norm or the way it is. Okay. But wait. A white school swimsuit? Get the fuck out! Navy blue or nothing. But what am I doing? Oh, wait, I just now noticed he's typing something, but because this keeps... Hold on. Okay, give me a minute. The swimsuit glasses combo should be the default. Also, pro tip, there has to be a name tag on the suit. And the swimsuit must be navy blue. Everything else can fuck off. Slow down, man. You like girls with glasses? That's your type? What's wrong with girls with glasses? Nah, they just pair well with swimsuits. Do they? What? Okay. Just. Usually you take your glasses off for swimming, right? But she doesn't. And that leaves all sorts of room for my delusions to work. Well, your libido is definitely at full throttle today, but that's what makes you you, Neidhart. I should be disgusted, and yet... What the... This is degenerate. Jesus Christ. Wait, go back. What do you mean that's what makes you you? I mean, yeah, I guess I went a bit crazy there. But I'm still trying to maintain a cool image for myself here. You? Cool? What are you laughing at? Anyway, what were we talking about before I went AFK? It was probably just something to do with ESO. Did you seriously forget there was an incident IRL recently? An incident IRL? I remembered something like that, but what was it? Shogun has joined the room. Greetings, Lord Shogun. Sup? I introduced myself, but there was no reply from the user named Shogun. They probably saw your chat history and were like, what the fuck? What was up with that? Was he ignoring me? And I was being so friendly to him, too. You literally just typed never mind. Did he know who he was talking to? I'll have you know, I'm the lightning-fast Neidhart. Lurking wasn't even allowed here. Well, whatever. Might as well just ignore him. I guess that was another great thing about the internet. There was no need to worry about pointless etiquette. Anyway, what were you saying, Grim? I was talking about those cases that have been all over the news lately. Like I'd know what's happening IRL. Probably something stupid, right? Pretty much, yes. It's pretty shocking, though. Shocking? Must have been some real grisly murder, then. There have been a few here and there recently. You're not gonna send me more gore again, are you? What? Can't handle a little gore, Neidhart? Depends. How bad is it? Must I censor it? I mean, there's nothing I can't handle. Still, I really didn't want to see it. Lately, though, it had been easy to avoid that kind of stuff. People are always trying to trick others into clicking on nasty stuff, like gore or some kind of creepy edit. And once you fell for it, you couldn't unsee it.
まあ少しは目が慣れてきちゃってるのかも。
And they call you the greatest paladin in all of Baselard. I don't PK though. PK stands for player kill. Oh. In other words, it's when you go around in MMOs killing randos and stealing their golden gear, so typical DQN stuff. Trolling. New tip, trolling! I'm no troll, and I don't stoop to their level either. And just in general, I try to avoid breaking ESO's rules. It goes against my policy. Well, except for the rules that prohibited RMT. I broke those all the time. Whoa, calm your tits there, almighty hero. So, I'm sure you've heard of New Gen, right? Huh? New Gen? What was that? Had he ever mentioned it before? Grim was talking like I should have already known about it. The hell is New Gen? Well, the new generation madness. People call it New Gen Online. It's the name for the mysterious set of incidents happening in Shibuya. It's all up in your neighborhood. Oh, now that he'd mentioned it, I did feel like I'd heard about it somewhere. Though all I knew was that they existed, I hadn't looked into them at all. I tried Googling... Oh my god, Google is a thing. I tried Googling New Gen and instantly got a few results. Madness explodes in today's youth.
この1ヶ月の間に渋谷で発生した2つの事件のことをニュージェネと呼ぶ。
Okay.
その犠牲者は胎児を含めて7人。
Holy shit! Oh! We're going in that territory. Okay. Immediately. Oh, that's messed up. Oh, that's messed up. Oh, great. That is... Oh, dear. Oh God. Oh, that's... Whoa!
事件は友人同士5人による高層ビルからの集団ダイブ。
Oh my lord!
2つ目の事件では男性の体内から胎児が出てきた。
What? I beg your... What? And in the second one, a fetus was found inside a man's butt. Jesus Christ.
これマジかよ。
Holy shit, that's fucked up. Also, looking at the stuff over here, Cornelius Tower, their deaths, was it suicide after jumping off Cornelius Tower? In abdomen of man's body, in the man's abdomen before his death. NIA analysis, no blood relationship found. 8 months. 8 months? Scratch marks found in stitches, incinerate. Oh my god! A chill ran down my spine. Before I'd even realized it, I turned around and was looking around my room again. There were a bunch of results for New Gen on Taboo News, so I went to skim through them. New Generation Madness, the incidents that had the entire internet in an uproar. There have been 2 of them so far. One of them was so brutal, several TV channels didn't even describe the crime out loud. The first incident, the group dive, had been initially thought to be a suicide, but rumors had since risen that it may not have been. Parents and friends of the 5 victims all said the same thing. None of the victims had shown any signs of planning to commit suicide, and they hadn't had any reason to do so either. And on top of that, some physical evidence had been found too. What kind? Had a quick look. Well, something out of a creepypasta, right? You shit yourself yet? Kinda? Also, a visual novel that says creepypasta. Not really. I don't care, DBH. Here! Is that link real? Take a look at this. What is it? A picture of one of the victims' corpses.
僕をバカにして楽しんでるな。
No shit! Why are you LOLing about this? That's not something you laugh about! He did stuff like this from time to time. But if I wanted to keep up my reputation as the great Neidhart of Baselard, I couldn't let it faze me. Unlike in the real world, I was a god in the world of ESO. I was the strongest, wisest, and most noble knight in all of the land. Mocking me would be a fool's errand. And so, gathering up whatever courage I had, I clicked the link. Mother. Oh. It was just some shitty doodle. I got baited. Who did this? I drew it in like 2 minutes. Damn, the god of art finally shows himself to us mortals. Anyway, not gonna lie, I'm dead tired, so I think I'm gonna go pass out. Good night. See you tomorrow, Baselord. In Baselord, sorry. Grim has left the room. Come to think of it, that Shogun guy had been here the whole time. I'd completely forgotten about him. Not that I cared, though. Well, I don't really feel like sleeping yet, so I guess I'll farm an ESO for a bit. Wait, no, the new episode of Bloodtoon comes out today. I didn't have a TV in my room, so I just made do with my PC.
あと15分ぐらいか。その前にトイレでも行っておこうかな。
I took a quick look at Seira next to my monitor. I would get to see Seiraton today. I couldn't wait. With that on my mind, I made my way over to close the chat window.
あれ
Okay. Shogun had sent a message.
なんだよこいつ急に
Yeah. So he wasn't just a lurker. Judging by the file extension, it looked like an image link. A sudden link posted by a suspicious stranger that hadn't sent a single message until now. I gulped instinctively. See, this is the part where you click out of the chat room and you do not click the fucking link. Literally, hackers will have become creative in how they scam people and steal accounts. You don't fucking click it. I couldn't explain why, but I had a bad feeling about it. A feeling unlike anything I could ever felt in all my time on the internet. I really didn't want to click it. I clicked my tongue instead, and glanced at the clock. My rendezvous with Seiretan was in 12 minutes. I should probably get this conversation over with quickly. LOL, what kind of bait and switch is this? Die Welt andert sich, wenn du darauf klickst. I can't speak German. Whoa, what's with the German? I was trying my best to act calm and casual. To be honest, I really didn't want to chat with a shady guy like this. I was so uncomfortable that I could feel a cold sweat forming. He was saying something like, the world changes if you click it. Seriously? What was his deal? And if the guy only spoke German, I definitely wouldn't be able to deal with him. Sorry for startling you. Huh. So we could actually speak normally. I relaxed a bit. Don't worry, you're fine. Any reason for lurking? Did someone give you the "you need to lurk for 6 months before posting" spiel? I was thinking. By the way, where are you chatting from? For some reason, there was a short pause. Shibuya. All at once, images of those gruesome new-gen incidents flashed through my head. Even though I hadn't actually seen any photos, I could picture them so vividly that it was almost like I'd been there myself. The man's torn-up stomach, the lifeless fetus shoved inside, the 5 people that dove off the building, instantly turning into a pulpy, inhuman puddle upon hitting the ground. Just thinking about it was almost enough to make me puke. I shook my head violently, as if to shake the gruesome delusion out of my head. Delusion seems to be a term that's thrown around quite a lot around here, so I'm imagining that this is going to be something incredibly important. Also, I can now see the actual names of all of the folders on and the stuff on his computer. ESO, Butterfly, Save Data, Coco Chat, Epic Finds, Sound Data 2, Sound Data again, Sound Data, Delta plus, Delta or Data CG, Data PH. I can't read the other ones. The Shogun guy was so suspicious. I couldn't stop the paranoid delusions from forming. What was he trying to drag me into? Same here. Looks like a lot of weird incidents have been happening lately. Huh. More coming. Shibuya's so scary.
なんだこれ
Fun to the 10th power times intelligence to the 40th equals LR2. Minamimoto-san? Is that you? Was this Shogun guy some kind of Denpa nut? The fuck is Denpa? A term used to refer to individuals whose act or speak in a way that is commonly regarded as incoherent, nonsensical, or disconnected from the world around them. The term comes from the Japanese word denpa, which translates literally to electromagnetic waves. That is because people in this category often believe that they are hearing voices, thoughts, or instructions in their head via electromagnetic radiation. Uh-huh. I'd never seen that formula before in my life, and when you were as smart as me, that was saying something. I tried looking it up. In this day and age, there was all sorts of information on the internet, so it'd be easy to find.
あれ、ヒットしないな。
Was he trying to act smart by typing some nonsense formula? Fuck if I knew. Excuse me? That formula has killed this world's possibilities. What are you trying to say? And what was that link from earlier? Should I just take the bait already? I thought it might interest you. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, all of a sudden, the chat was flooded with links. Just who was this guy? Was he trying to scare me for shits and giggles? Maybe he was a friend of Grimm's and they teamed up to mess with me. We're going to turn back to the computer and there's going to be a jump scare. Feeling the gaze again, I took a look around the room. But surprise, surprise. All that was behind me was darkness and clutter, as per usual. I was hit with an unnatural sense of dread. The feeling of perpetually being watched left me feeling restless.
僕を見るな。
And upon saying that, I realized that my voice was trembling. It was almost like the cluttered room I knew so well had transformed into someplace completely foreign. If you've ever had to go to the bathroom at night, after watching a horror movie or listening to a ghost story or something, you may know the feeling of being unnerved, or even terrified by the dark hallways of your own home. Yeah, I know that feeling! That was close to how I felt right now.
くそ、釣られたりするもんか。
In spite of my shuddering, I faced the monitor, leaned in, and, before I knew it, with the slightest twitch of my index finger, I clicked one of the links.
ちょ、
Oh, I got a glimpse of that! I really had no clue how it had happened. It wasn't like my hand had been possessed by some natural force or something. I just sort of done it without thinking. But even so, I knew full well that it'd be a mistake. I'd clicked it as if it were the most natural thing in the world.
なんだよこれ。
The image that filled my monitor looked like some kind of modern art piece. An arrangement of spikes, like the quills of a hedgehog, or pins in a pincushion, protruded from the wall in the shape of a cross. Below it, a puddle of dark red. And in front of it were small pieces of something, scattered across the ground like garbage. Seriously, what even was this? The work of some pretentious avant-garde artist? Those sorts of idiots were all over the place. They make gory stuff like this, then spout some bullshit like, "It depicts the latent chaos oft laid bare in this cruel world." No way in hell I'd ever consider that shit art. Still, what a weird image. It hadn't explicitly been gore, but it was definitely borderline. So then, why? Why had it seemed so graphic? Why had it seemed so realistic? Why was I imagining the stench of blood? And why was that stench so strong that it nearly made me choke? It was all in my head. So, why did I feel sick to my stomach? I felt a sharp, throbbing pain in my forehead. The nausea wouldn't go away. I desperately reached for my mouse, but my trembling hand knocked it off the desk, leaving it dangling above the floor by its cord. I reeled it back up to the mouse pad and then finally closed the image. But, just as I thought it was finally over, my eyes were struck by... Oh! Okay. I glanced at the minimum attendance chart. In the end, I hadn't managed to catch the new Blood Tune episode live. No big deal. Though someone had upped it to MewTube after the fact, so I've been able to just watch it there. I still didn't feel any better, though. Those last words Shogun had left behind. It was almost as if he knew about God's gaze and how much it terrified me. It was way too specific for it to be just a coincidence. Maybe someone had leaked some info about me online. Maybe it was another ESO player with a grudge against Neidhart or something. Prodigies like me got a lot of love, so naturally they also got a lot of hate. Well, most haters out there were just jealous. You wouldn't see them around much. But every once in a while, some child would try to start shit because he was jealous of Neidhart's strengths and popularity. They weren't worth anyone's time. But we've gone off topic now. Anyway, yeah, that Shogun guy really got to me. Earlier I tried logging in on to ESO to grind for a little while, but I just couldn't concentrate. And to make matters worse, of all days for this to happen, servers down, river remains. Okay. That seems like a good place for me to stop, so let's go over some of this stuff. Yeah, sure, don't worry. Bait and switch. A type of media in which a person is baited into believing that what they see will be one thing, but only for it to be swiftly switched out for something else. The most popular form of bait switch it takes is when an internet user believes they're clicking a link or something they're looking for, only for it to lead to something wholly undesirable. These can involve any number of things, from jump scares, shock sites, and most often associated with the terms videos used to prank the user in major look style fashion. When exposed to enough bait and switch type media, the user may come to suspect anything and everything they come across. In some cases, they may be too suspicious to take any action at all, and therefore leave the link entirely alone. Net slang! Sure, if we're not gonna lie! Used to express your statement as the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God. Often utilized in order to soften a statement, or when admitted to something they may not be the most flattering. An ideograph depicting a person waving. The O is the head and the slash is the arm, typically used as a greeting or farewell. I just recently learned that. I know, I'm stupid, but I learned that. It can also be used to show agreement, or as if the user is raising their hand. Oh. Internet stories written to frighten or unsettle the reader. A portmanteau of the words creepy and creepypasta, or copypasta, sorry. Copypasta is, in and of itself, a portmanteau of copy and paste, and it refers to specific blocks of text that are copied and shared all across the internet, especially on messages boards such as A-Channel. Creepypastas, however, stick specifically to horror. They often feature grisly murders, suicide, hauntings, and various other occult occurrences. Yeah, we're not getting monetized. A crude way of telling someone to calm down, calm your tits. Trolling! To post controversial opinions or false information for the purpose of provoking reaction. A person who does this is called a troll. I don't use a browser's website without ever posting on it. That's what a lurker is. Libido. According to Sigmund Freud, libido is the energy that causes sexual impulses. Carl Jung, meanwhile, defines it as the body of energy that drives all instincts. Dear Lord. The tendency one has toward a certain interest, mainly used to refer to the fetishistic characteristics that one finds attractive in a sexual partner. For example, if a person is attracted specifically to women who wear glasses, or if they're attracted specifically to clumsy or otherwise ditzy girls, that is their type. And at the same time, however, those who possess such fetishistic characteristics sometimes refer to using type. An example of this would be an older woman with a calm personality being referred to as a calm older sister type, or a woman who looks young in comparison to her age being referred to as a lolly type, or illegal. A swimsuit designated for school purposes, worn primarily in physical education classes throughout elementary school, middle school, and high school. In this circumstance, however, it is referring specifically to those worn by women. School swimsuits may be further classified according to their color and type. Even now, a fierce debate rages on between enthusiasts enthusiasts about whether or not competition swimsuits should be considered school swimsuits. The fact that we even have all of these tips at all is funny to me. Also, I appreciate how the tip section is put in like a search engine. That is funny. Or it's entertaining to me, at least. Short for laugh out loud. By inserting LOL into the middle or at the end of a sentence, the speaker can convey that they find the situation humorous. On message boards, typing them out in succession, LOL, allows users to strengthen the expression or to indicate that they're mocking another user. E.g., ha ha ha, LOL, sure, LOL. Variants include LMAO, laughing my ass off, or raffle, rolling on the floor laughing. Yeah. And issues by someone on an online server. That's what a handle is, yeah. Short for asleep at a keyboard. Oh, that's what AAK means. Okay, I was kind of curious. What the fuck does that mean? Used when someone has fallen asleep or become unresponsive while logged into a game or chat room. A related term is AFK. Oh, boy. An all-encompassing term for people with an obsessive interest in a particular topic. Most often refers to fans of anime, manga, and video games, but they're also train otaku, military otaku, electrics otaku, etc. While the word may have held negative connotations in the past, it has become far less negative over time, with many otaku reclaiming the term as a badge of honor. SNS, social networking services, also known as social networks, are community-oriented websites that come in a variety of formats, such as registration-based, invite-only, and more. Websites such as these are designed to facilitate easy communication between users. There, okay. So, this is interesting, to say the least. It started off exceptionally confusing, then it got weird, and then it all of a sudden turned dark and weird. Terrifying. Well, not terrifying, but creepy again. So, am I excited to get into this? Abso-fucking-lutely I am. I apologize for ending it right here, but my throat hurts. What is that background, and what, you know what? I don't want to know. Thank y'all very much for watching. I'm out. See you guys next time. We got started on Chaos Head. I don't know what. Is that Internet Explorer?